All right, boys, this video had to be updated. You guys know we have not done a top 10 running back video in a while because they kind of were slacking on the running back upgrades, but now we've been getting angry runs cards. We just got a team of the week LTD. We obviously just got a really good legend card, so this list needed to be updated. But if you guys enjoy top 10s like this, you enjoy gameplays, anything Madden Ultimate Team, you found the right channel. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're on that road to 40,000 subscribers. But other than that, let's get right into number 10 here. If you are looking for cheap, fast Madden coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, head over to my sponsor, EasyMut, and use code CHEW for 5% off your order. The link is in the description. But number 10, we are going to be with DeAndre Swift. I will say these cards at the bottom feel a little bit outdated, but they don't really update running backs like they do corners, wide receivers, quarterbacks, you know what I mean. Running backs is a little bit slower in the upgrade, so you're still seeing some older cards like DeAndre Swift, but this card is still very usable. He is 88 speed, which is on the slower end of this list, but he is 5'8", 200 pounds. He's going to not get touched at the goal line or at the line of scrimmage because of his build. I actually prefer having smaller running backs. Like Barry Sanders is like my go-to running back in Madden when he comes out. Sadly, he doesn't have a card yet. DeAndre Swift's like the closest thing you can get to him. He does have good carrying as well. That 86 carrying is actually better than some of the 90s we're getting in the game right now. He also does come with good change of direction, break tackle as well. I remember they cheated him. He didn't end up getting running back apprentice, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't think he get it because he had 75 short running. They cheated him on that receiving back. We all know DeAndre catches the ball a lot, but yeah, I mean, he's an okay card. Just like I said, kind of a top-heavy list here. At number 9, we have Derrick Henry, and I know this is the free card, and I know a lot of you guys are attached to this card because it is free, and we obviously have all been using it. But I am just not a big fan, and I know a lot of people are, and I know a lot of people have mentioned that they don't like the card because, as you guys know, the juke move is absolutely broken this year, and he's actually, there's only 2 cards on this list that don't get the fast juke, and he is one of them. He is one of them that doesn't get it. He is on the, he is actually on the faster end for a bigger running back at 89 speed. We are up to 91 now, but as you know, he lacks in that excel. That agility is really low. He can air truck, but in a game where you're getting hit a lot at the line of scrimmage a lot, I just don't know if Derrick Henry is too good in that. That angry runs X factor is pretty nice, but against a good player, I just don't know if it's going to be super worth it in the long run. I don't know, boys. Let me know how you guys feel about it. I'm not a big fan of sacrificing the juke. I think the juke is one of the best things in the game right now on offense. You don't want to take that off your field, and when you have Derrick Henry, you are completely sacrificing it. So at number 8, we have the OG Madden 24 GOAT at the running back position. He was the best running back for like a month. If you guys remember, they did not release a running back for a long time. I was actually super bored with the card, although he was the best running back in the game by far. I was getting so bored with him because he was the only really usable running back for a while there. But when you look at him, he is still really solid. He is kind of like a better version of DeAndre Swift, right? You are losing -1 speed from our guy Derrick Henry, but you are gaining that juke move back. He also has a big build at 227 pounds. Still having a good juke at that build is absolutely awesome. I will say his stats are really lackluster for a card nowadays. 83 carrying is not what you want to see. And also, for every card in this video, I'm just going to mention it right now, the catching does not matter at all because, as you guys know, gift wrapped is the best ability on offense. It's 1 AP it should be on all your teams, and it turns a terrible catching running back into a good catching running back. So yeah, it kind of just minimizes the difference between him and a guy like CMC at the end of the day. So Bo Jackson, still very usable, but lower end carrying and obviously on the slower side. Kind of a budget demon still. Now at number 7, we have another number 34 running back wearing his jersey, Walter Payton. He kind of looks like a mini version of Bo Jackson out there if you look at him. They both have the same drip, same number, same everything. But Walter Payton, obviously getting a +1 speed. He got up to 89. He comes with pretty good stats out there. He has obviously the best carrying we've shown yet on this video. He also has 92 agility. The juke move on him, I will say, he feels really good in the game. He's a smaller running back, kind of like Swift out there, 5'10", 200 pounds. He gets fit through the holes. He also, I will say, I don't know what it is with him, but he feels a lot more swervy than most cards. I might have to do with that 92 agility. I'm not 100% sure. The change direction is still pretty good for his overall as well at 87, but Walter Payton, one of the more fun cards I've used this year. And like I said earlier, catching 70 doesn't really matter too much on him. He also does get running back apprentice. I think he gets human joystick too. I think that's what I used on the gameplay with him actually back then. Yeah, I mean, this card's still definitely tough, man. Like I said, we're going to start getting into those elite running backs here soon on this list. Moving over to number 6, I love this card. This is probably one of my favorite cards in the game. But 88 speed is hard. It is hard to put out here. And like I said before, if we didn't have gift wrapped in the game, I truly believe CMC would be way more valuable, right? 81 catching is ridiculous for running back. But right now, it's just, who cares? Like, literally, who cares? Gift wrapped literally turns Derrick Henry into prime LaDainian Townsend. It turns Deontay Foreman into prime CMC. You don't, it's crazy, but what his benefit is that catching stat, the route running stat, but they're giving that to every single card with the ability gift draft, you know? But at the end of the day, he's so good. He gets great animations, a great build in game. I know statistically, you might even think that a guy like Walter Payton looks better than him, but I don't know what it is in game. I feel like CMC is just one of those guys that is just electric out there. I gotta go with him, man. I've heard so many good things from not only myself, but also people in the YouTube comments, the Twitch chat as well. Seems like everybody kind of prefers CMC right outside these next top 5. So at number 5, this is actually the only card I have not used yet on this entire list. Josh Jacobs, man. So I have him in fantasy. So let's just say, you know, I'm a little disappointed with my guy, but obviously this is a throwback LTD to a week 7, I think like 2 years ago, or maybe even it was last year. I'm not 100% sure, but he has 90 speed. They gave him 90 speed. He has 89 excel, 88 agility, and there's good news. I did hear, I had the question around because like I said, I haven't got to use him yet. They actually gave him the fast juke. I didn't think they would because he kind of has that weird build in game. As you guys know, he's kind of like that smaller Marshawn Lynch, thick running back type build. They gave him the good juke. So, I mean, a guy like Josh Jacobs with 89 carrying to the highest yet on the list, 93 change direction on a power back. That is something you never see, ever. 93 change direction, 87 trucking, 90 break tackle. I don't believe he gets a running back apprentice. If we go all the way down here, where's his route running at? It should be, yeah, 56 short route running. They absolutely slaughtered him right there. No running back apprentice, so kind of a negative. If you're using Joe Montana, I guess it's not the biggest deal in the world, but Josh Jacobs, man, I don't know. He's kind of like, he's a good card, but I think this top 5 right here is super elite. You could really interchange any of these guys to really how your play style is. At number 4, we have the rookie Chris Brooks. I think he just got put in IR in real life, but he did get this angry runs card, and he was a dog. He's a guy that obviously no name value at all. Absolutely no name value. This card was rock bottom in price right when he released, but he's actually a good card. He is 6'1", 223 pounds. He kind of has that, like, I don't know, that Arian Foster build in game, I guess you would say. He looks just like him out there. 90 speed. The excel and agility are a little bit lackluster, and you'll notice the carrying, or not the carrying, the change of directions lackluster, so he kind of has that Derrick Henry type stats, but they also gave him a good juke move, and he also has 90 trucking and 90 break tackle out there. I know it looks like his stats are really bad, but like I said, I got to use this card, and he did not turn bad at all. I loved him. The good juke, like I said, great build. He's really good in the passing game too because of his height at 6'1". No running back apprentice once again, but I think Chris Brooks, with just the build alone and the juke move and the long strides, I think I'd lean him over Josh Jacobs. At number 3, we have the most feared Marshawn Lynch, probably the most popular running back in the game. Obviously, he's on the cheaper end, and also he goes in that most feared theme team. He is a little bit lackluster on that speed, I will say, right there at 90, but I love the way this card plays all around. Like I said earlier, he has that smaller build in game to where he's like actually not, he's a power back. We all know Marshawn Lynch is a power back. He is archetypes of power back as well, but he has a small build in game where it feels like he's almost not as like tiny as Swift, but he's also still not getting touched at the line of scrimmage a lot, and he can also truck people after, and he goes in the best team of the game. I think that's also a plus that you have to factor in with him. I think if you're going non-full theme team, you might want to lean maybe Josh Jacobs and Brooks over him, but at the end of the day, I think Marshawn fits in right now perfectly, and this is probably one of the better Marshawn cards I've used as of late. I usually feel like his cards are disappointing, but this card's a dog, man. Definitely a beast. I don't have him anymore because I am still running most for your theme team, but you guys know there's some dogs that just came out. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, right here at 1 and 2, we have a tie. And I'm gonna be honest, I think this is a 1A, 1B thing out here. I just did a gameplay on Deontay Foreman. I just did a gameplay on Adrian Peterson this weekend, right? These cards are basically the exact same card, right? Deontay Foreman is a power back, but they gave him the good juke move. The one thing I love about Deontay Foreman, though, is he actually has a big build. He's 235 pounds. He's going to fall forward a lot for you out there, but they both have the same speed at 91, the only 291 speed running backs in the game. So you're losing a little bit of excel and agility right there, but you're also getting more trucking and break tackle with him. The change direction, I will be honest, I didn't really notice it too much. I think if you're going for, like, if you're more of a trucker, you'd go Deontay, but if you're more of like a juke every single player, swerver, you'd want AP. But at the end of the day, if you go watch the gameplay, Deontay Foreman really moves like a normal running back would, or like an elusive guy would. He also does get X factors too, just like Adrian Peterson, but I would argue Deontay's is better because he does get the unstoppable jukebox, the unstoppable, I think, bruiser as well if you really wanted that, and then he also gets the angry runs X factor too. I mean, I don't know, boys. What would you guys do? I think the unstoppables are really nice too because they stay on all game, unlike Adrian Peterson's. So I think if you wanted the X factors, probably lean Deontay, but yeah, these guys are definitely 1A, 1B. You could put it however you want. There's no one better than these two right now in the game. All right, boys, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to comment down below which running back are you rocking right now in the game. I am currently in a twist. I don't know if I want to use AP or Deontay Foreman. I want Deontay Foreman just because I want to switch it up, but I think I might wait on his price. He is pretty expensive right now, but he is an absolute dog. Like I said, go check out that video if you want to see that. But other than that, man, I hope to see you guys in the next one. We got some most feared gameplays coming tomorrow. Peace out, boys.